What's up, everybody? A lot of amazing things to be updating you on. Starting off is that we are going back inside for Sunday services. Our county has moved into a different tier, and so we are able to go back inside. It's been a long time, so I'm going to walk around inside a little bit, show you around, especially as the weather changes. It's really exciting to be thinking, hey, we're going to be back inside, able to do that. As you can tell, kind of looking around here, a little bit messy. We're going to have to clean up a little bit, but I promise you, we will. We'll get that going. And also, I just want to say thank you to everyone who kind of, through refuel, through the services outside, just said, hey, I am going to worship Jesus, whether you did that online, whether you were outside with us. I've just been so incredibly impressed with how our people are just saying, hey, we are going to make sure worshiping Jesus stays a part of our lives. And even as we go inside, I want to remind you that we will still have an outdoor service. We'll be kind of streaming that out there. We'll have our online service. But this is our sanctuary, and it's going to be so good to be back inside. I actually had someone in here earlier today, and they said, I just missed being in here. There's memories here of how God has spoken to me, how God has grown me, and if this is the right option for you, we are going to be able to be in here at 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock for church. We're obviously going to be doing our politic idolatry series starting up this week. Great time to be kind of saying, hey, I'm going to invite people. We're going to be diving into God's Word. We're going to be looking at the book of Amos, which is kind of a powerful book to kind of say, hey, are we actually paying attention to God's priorities as we look forward, as we kind of head into election season? And as we do that, are we actually being shaped by the Lord and what He's calling us to do? So very, very excited about that. We, of course, will be following safety measures. We're going to be, of course, if you're sick, stay home. We're going to be saying if you have our kids ministry is going to be going through first grade, so the nest and the acorns will be open, but we're asking the other kids to kind of worship with their families, and as we get going more and get more volunteers, we're going to have more of those classrooms open up, so we're very excited about that. We're going to be obviously maintaining physical distancing. That's really important. And then if you're inside, we're asking everyone to wear a mask unless you have a medical reason why you can't. Of course, kids. And then for people on the stage, when they're on the stage, we'll have the masks off. But we're excited about this week. Excited stuff. We actually even announced it on Sunday that we were going to head back inside, and people started cheering. So you can tell people are ready for this. We are ready for this. We are excited for this. And also big news on Sunday, we voted as a congregation to bring Nick Tucker as our associate pastor. Official title is Youth and Service Experiences. He's going to be helping with Sunday morning experiences and other services. And we're very excited about him coming. He's going to be starting when school's over. That's going to be late December, early January. We are very excited. Please continue to be praying for our youth ministry. And I hope you can hear this, that our church, even in the middle of everything going on, is saying, we are still going to move forward with reaching people's lives, caring for our young people, even though things are tough. We are going to keep it going no matter what. And we're going to keep serving. We just kind of finished doing Love Modesto, incredible serving time, or Love Our Cities. We served in different cities. And now we're kind of coming in. We had a teacher come to us and say, hey, can you help serve at my middle school? People are kind of frustrated, overwhelmed. Teachers have faced so many changes. Administrators are going through so many things. And we said, absolutely. How can we help? We brainstormed together, especially Pastor Jackie. Huge thanks to her on this. And we are going to do a packing event, and we're calling it Blessing You Stack. That's the name of the middle school. And we're going to do this serving event. We're basically going to get the music on. We're going to write some notes and thank you notes to over 90 people. And we just get a group of people here together. We'll write those notes. We're going to put them in baggies. We're going to put some gifts in there. We're just going to bless these people. We're going to try to do like $10 to $15 per bag of just different things we're going to put in there. And we just want them to feel so appreciated and so loved by our church. And we are just going to go for it. And I want to invite you to that event. It's Sunday, November 8th, 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And we're going to be on campus, and we're going to be kind of filling out those notes and packing them. And we're very excited about this. And of course, every time we do something like this, people ask us, well, how can I, besides just the serving, besides my time, how can I help financially as you guys are doing this? And our answer back, honestly, in this season is, let's keep it simple. Give to the general fund, because it's our church that actually serves out of this together. And it's our pastors who help coordinate this, and it's our building that helps does it, and all of those things together in the general fund. So if you're saying, hey, I actually feel like I want to be part of this. I want to actually help fund this thing. Give a part to that general fund and it just makes a difference. Or if you're already giving to the general fund or church budget, essentially, just give a little bit more and you're saying, hey, I want to do this. And in fact, that kind of leads me to our giving update. So for month of September, we always do these kind of giving updates. Total amount in is $39,100. Thank you for everyone who's giving. That's incredible. Our budget that we voted on and approved as a church is $46,672. That's about what we need on average per month. That's a shortfall last month of $7,600. Now, we're not freaking out, but we just want to encourage everybody. If you call Covenant Grove your church home, give. And if you have stopped giving, if you could kind of continue in that giving, or if you're saying, hey, this is my church home, I'm going to start giving maybe for the first time. We've had a bunch of new people start giving. You can do that online, covenantgrove.org/giving. You can do that by text. You can do that through your own bank. There's lots of different ways to give, but I just want you to know your giving makes a difference. Honestly, I believe in this season, God is doing something incredible. You might have heard in our church, we talk a lot about being born in the recession, having a start as a church plant in the recession, but I believe this season is going to be just as pivotal, and I mean that as a pivot moment in the life of our church, and I think in all churches, that we're going to say, hey, I was still part of this. This is when I jumped in. This is when I participated. This is when I contributed to what God was doing, and it absolutely changed my life. And I need to let you know, God is on the move. We have people joining our church. The last weekend, we had over 20 new people between Refuel, which was awesome. Between the Refuel worship night and Sunday morning, we had new people at both times coming in, joining us on Sunday, worshiping God. All that stuff is just so powerful. God is on the move. And our church is doing this together. We had people coming in saying, hey, I want to help out with serving. I want to help out with teaching. We actually had a guy who's been coming for a few weeks, came up to me after service this last week and say, how early do I have to get here to help with setup? And we said, let's talk. And now he's on that team, getting connected with other men, learning, kind of in that serving thing. He has a heart to serve. God is drawing him. I didn't even ask him. He came to me and asked me, how can I be serving? God's on the move. And our church is reaching out to care for people. We've helped people financially. We've helped get people connected, which is so important. And if you don't know, the spiritual habits we emphasize over and over again, those are the deep roots that get us through the storm, the resiliency and the grit that we need. I was reaching out to some people who I hadn't seen in service and they hadn't filled out their Connect card. So even if you're watching online, please fill out your Connect card every single week. And I reached out to someone and he ended up coming to service in person the next day. And we got up and saw each other and said, come find me. And he came and found me. And when he found me, he just kind of broke down. He needed to be back. He needed to be with his family. And we were able to say, brother, missed you, love you, care about you. This is home. Our church is doing this work in people's lives, caring for people, reaching out, helping people. And I just want to continue to encourage you, be part of it, keep praying for what God is doing. God is up to incredible things, and I'm excited about what's happening in our church. I want to kind of close out this update video with this verse, Psalm 121:1, where it says, I lift up my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? It comes from the Lord. And I want to encourage you into this time, don't look for help from so many other places and so many other people. Look to the Lord. And people are great, but sometimes we're putting our faith in the wrong place. And as we keep living into those rooted habits, it can make a huge difference in our life and a huge difference in our hope. And politicians and economics and whatever's going on in our world, sometimes we can get so frustrated and angry. But if we can put our hope in Jesus, our help comes from him. It changes everything. So God bless you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much for your prayers. I'm excited about what God's doing in people's lives, and I'm excited about what God's doing in this church. Hopefully I will see you soon, either online, inside, outside, no matter what. Let's worship Jesus together.